Hey guys, in today's video we're going to be looking at the extrude settings and how to restore them in case we have changed them too much, and this will be within PrintUP software. But before that, let's have a quick intro first. So today's video can be found on softwaretraining.co.za, and we make short and easy to watch problem solving videos, and we also have daily updates. Otherwise, we're back to the program here. So now, in the previous video we looked at the layer processing or process. That is where we do multiple layers, and now we're going to look at where can you actually set the settings for those extruders or the actual nozzle heads, you can say. So to do that, we're going to go here to preference under our main menu, and then we go to printer. Once we click this, we'll open up the options or the settings dialog. So what we want to do is on the top tabs here, the two right ones, we can see we've got a left extruder and a right extruder. So if we had to click on one of these, all the settings will change, and we have some basic settings here. You can add some G code and stuff like that, but in general you want to leave everything as is, because this will be set up depending on the machine you've got selected. So for instance, you can set a few things here. You can choose a different filament, or you can choose a new one. But let's say for some reason you've changed things, maybe your temperatures or your say your nozzle size, and so we make 1 2 and then make 2 1, and then we say okay, we try some changes and it didn't work. Now the problem is, if we go to preferences again and to those extruders, it'll still be the same, and there's no way of really resetting it so far. So if I had to close the program, let's reopen it, and then I go to file, preference, then printer, we go there, and then we can see the one is still set to 2. Let me zoom in there for you guys, and then number 2 is still set to 1, or the left is set to 2 and the right is set to 1. So it kind of keeps it. So now if you, let's say you've set other settings, you can't remember what was the default, then in order to reset that, the best way we can go about is to actually just copy the config files over the new ones. Now keep in mind, if you have custom settings set, let's say for creating a word, it's going to reset that as well. So it's going to reset kind of all your settings, but luckily most of the time you don't have to set up too many things. You can just go with the default. But let's say you have to reset it, then what you do is go to where the actual program is installed. So in my case it's just under my downloads. Then we want to go to config, and then you will see under config there's a zip file called config. So this will be the default or the original factory default of the program. What you can do is just open that, like I've got it here, open another tab. I simply went right click, open a new window, then I can select all of these, go right click, copy, and then back in this folder I want to go right click, paste, and then I say replace the files in destination. Wait for that to finish, and then you want to restart your program. So ideally make sure you close your program. Sorry, you don't have to, but I think for the updates or the changes to take nicely effect, normally works better. Then what you're going to do is just start your program again, and then I'm going to go to the main menu, preference, and then printer. And then if we now go to the left and right extruders, you will see it's back to 0.8 and back to 0.8 again. So that is a nice way of quickly resetting everything, your temperatures and all of that, if you have troubleshooted with that to try find out maybe to fix something or problem, but perhaps it wasn't here, then this is a good way to quickly reset things. But yeah, otherwise that is it on the actual extruder heads and their settings. If we in the meanwhile though go to softwaretraining.co.za, you guys will notice we've got a variety of different softwares we do cover, and you can also isolate your search on the top right. If you do not however find the training videos you're looking for, just simply go here, request the training video, fill in the mini form, and then we'll do our best to try and make that for you. But otherwise, thanks guys for watching, and cheers.